There's a multi-billion-dollar industry built on convincing you that the right cologne will make women want you. Spray this bottle of expensive liquid, and suddenly you'll be irresistible. It's all marketing, all smoke and mirrors designed to separate you from your money. Meanwhile, there's a scent that actually does trigger arousal in women. A smell so powerful that 91% of women in a recent study admitted it affected them on a visceral, almost primal level. And it has nothing to do with what you buy at a department store. I'm about to tell you what this scent is. But more importantly, I'm going to explain why it works, how to use it, and why most men completely miss this, despite it being right under their nose. Literally. This isn't pseudoscience. This isn't pickup artist nonsense. This is biology meeting psychology in a way that actually matters. Here it is. The smell that triggers instant arousal in 91% of women isn't cologne. It's not expensive. You can't buy it in a bottle. It's the smell of work, of effort, of a man who's been doing something physically demanding, not body odor. Not the smell of someone who hasn't showered in 3 days, but the specific scent of fresh exertion. That's why I'm excited to have the Wing Girl method as the sponsor of today's video. It was founded by dating expert and YouTuber Manny, your personal Wing Girl, whose channel has passed 1.4 million subscribers and who's been featured on MTV, Dr. Drew, Ask Men, and more. Her mission is simple. Help men level up their dating lives fast. Most guys struggle with flirting, and that's exactly where Man's system, the F formula, comes in. It's a backed method used by tens of thousands of men to attract women, build confidence, and finally stop repeating the same mistakes. This is for men who are done settling and ready to step into the top tier. If you keep doing nothing, nothing changes. Other guys will take the opportunities you hesitate on. And because the Wing Girl method is sponsoring today's video, they're offering my viewers an unbeatable deal. Just click the first link in the description now. Grab your exclusive preview of the F formula completely free. Plus, if you decide to pick up the full program, you'll get an extra 20% off. Take control of your dating life. Click the link below and get access right away. The smell of a man who just finished building something, working out, chopping wood, fixing something with his hands. That combination of clean sweat, slight musk, and the residual scent of physical labor. That's what triggers something deep in a woman's brain that no cologne ever will. One woman in the study described it. When he comes home from the gym or from working in the yard, there's this smell. It's masculine, it's raw, and it does something to me that his fancy cologne never does. Another said, I don't know what it is about that scent, but when he's been working hard on something and he hugs me, my entire body responds. It's instant. This isn't some fetish or weird preference. This is evolutionary biology doing exactly what it's designed to do. Let's talk about what's actually happening here on a biological level, because understanding the why makes the what infinitely more powerful. For thousands of years, women's survival depended on choosing men who could provide and protect. Men who were strong enough to hunt, smart enough to build, capable enough to defend the tribe from threats. How did women's brains learn to identify these men? Through multiple signals, but scent was one of the most reliable. A man who smelled like exertion, smelled like capability, like someone who was actively doing the work required to survive and thrive. That association got hardwired into female psychology over thousands of generations. Even though modern women don't consciously think this man can hunt a mammoth, their biology still responds to the scent markers of physical capability and effort. When you smell like you've been working hard, her brain registers it as, this is a man who does things, who builds, who acts, who doesn't just sit around waiting for life to happen. That's attractive on a level that bypasses conscious thought. It's a direct line to the parts of her brain that govern arousal and mate selection. So why does the cologne industry exist if this is true? Simple. because selling you a bottle of liquid is profitable. Teaching you to actually be the kind of man women are biologically attracted to. That's not a product they can sell you monthly. Cologne can smell nice. It can be pleasant. It can even enhance your overall presentation. But it's decorative, not foundational. Think about it this way. Would you rather be with a woman who's naturally beautiful or a woman who needs an hour of makeup to look acceptable? Natural beauty is more attractive because it signals good genetics and health. The same principle applies here. The scent of real masculine effort is more attractive than manufactured fragrance because it signals real masculine capability. Cologne is the makeup. The smell of work is the natural beauty. And just like with women, the natural version beats the manufactured one every single time. So, does this mean you should stop showering and just smell like sweat all the time? Absolutely not. That's disgusting, and nobody's attracted to that. Here's what it actually means. The most attractive version of you isn't the version that just stepped out of the shower and doused yourself in expensive cologne. It's the version that just finished doing something meaningful and hasn't sanitized every trace of that effort away yet. There's a window, a sweet spot between I just worked hard and I need to shower immediately. That window is where this scent lives. It's when you're still clean, but you smell like effort, like capability, like a man who does things. This is why women often talk about being attracted to their partner when he's working in the garage, or after he finishes a workout, or when he's been outside doing yard work. It's not the activity itself, it's the scent signature that activity creates. All right, practical application. How do you leverage this understanding in real life? First, actually do things that create this scent. You can't fake it, you can't bottle it. You have to actually engage in physical activity that produces that combination of exertion and masculine effort. Go to the gym, build something with your hands, do yard work, fix things around the house, play sports, anything that requires genuine physical effort and gets your body working. Second, don't immediately sanitize it away. When you finish that workout or that project, don't rush to shower and cologne yourself into oblivion. Let that scent exist for a bit. If you're going to see her, shower, but skip the cologne. Or shower, but not skip the cologne. Or shower, but not so thoroughly that you've stripped away every trace of what you were doing. Let some of that natural masculine scent remain. Third, create associations. Make sure she's around you during these moments. Don't always present yourself as the fully polished version. Let her experience you in your natural state of capability and effort. If you're going to see her, shower. But this creates powerful associations in her brain. She starts linking you with productivity, with strength, with a man who actually does things. And those associations feed attraction in ways that sitting on the couch in your best cologne never will. But here's where this gets really interesting. The scent itself is only part of the equation. What it represents is everything. Women aren't actually attracted to sweat. They're attracted to what sweat represents. Effort, capability, productivity, strength, action. You can smell like a gym all day long, but if you're lazy, if you don't build anything, if you're not actually going anywhere in life, that scent loses its power because she'll realize it's not connected to anything real. The scent is the signal, but the substance has to be there backing it up. This is why the guy who works construction and smells like honest work is often more attractive than the guy who sits in an office all day and douses himself in Tom Ford cologne. One represents real capability. The other represents trying to mask a lack of it. Let me share some more quotes from that study because they're revealing. There's something about the way he smells after he's been productive that makes me want him immediately. It's like my body knows he's been doing something worthwhile. I hate to admit it because it sounds so primitive, but when he smells like he's been working hard, I feel safer, more attracted, like I'm with an actual man. Cologne smells nice, but it doesn't do anything for me. The smell after he works out, that hits different. That makes me want to rip his clothes off. Notice the theme. It's not about preference, it's about biological response. These women aren't choosing to feel this way. Their bodies are responding to evolutionary triggers that have been effective for millennia. So, what's the bigger lesson here? It's not about optimizing your scent. It's about becoming the kind of man whose natural state is attractive. If you're sitting around playing video games all day, no amount of cologne is going to make you attractive. But if you're actively building something, working toward goals, using your body and mind to create value in the world, your natural scent becomes part of a larger package that women find irresistible. The smell is the symptom. Being a man of action is the cause. This is why women talk about being attracted to men in their element. The musician after rehearsal, the athlete after practice, the entrepreneur after a long day building his business, the craftsman after creating something with his hands. It's not just what they're doing, it's what that activity represents and how it manifests in every aspect of them, including how they smell. Look, I'm not telling you to throw away your cologne. I'm telling you to understand what actually creates attraction and what's just window dressing. Cologne can be the cherry on top, but if the sundae underneath is just air, the cherry doesn't matter. Build the sundae first. Become a man who actually does things, who works hard, who creates, who moves through the world with purpose and effort. Then, if you want to add cologne to that foundation, go ahead. But understand that the foundation is what matters. The scent of genuine masculine effort will always be more powerful than any fragrance you can buy. That's what 91% of women are responding to. Not the marketing, not the image, the real thing. So stop trying to smell your way into attraction and start building your way into it. The scent will follow naturally, and it'll actually work. That's the truth. Nobody's selling you, but it's the truth that actually transforms results.